Hey folks, it's John. Gonna have to do things a little differently for the next few videos. My microphone took a dump on me and I have to use this setup to make the videos. No big deal. I get to sit down and make my videos. It's actually kind of nice. So I'm actually using the streaming setup that we use to record these videos. Oh, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about streaming, we do a live stream every single Thursday night on this channel. It's Tank Talk Live, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out with us. We have a good time over there. Talk all things fish and all things. But anyway, today's video, we're talking about the Whisper IQ hang on the back filter from Tetra. I've done a whole series of videos about these hang on the back filters, bunch of them. This one got delayed a little bit because of the whole microphone situation. Anyway, who cares about that? I did an unboxing of this. I recorded it like a month and a half ago. So let's go over there, take a look at that real quick. The unboxing, which is nothing really dramatic, but we'll take a look at that and then we'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts on this along with talk about setting it up and all that. It's been a long time since I've used one of these, so I don't really know what to expect here. I'm not doing a whole fancy unboxing because I think those are kind of corny. I've done them plenty of times in the past and I've felt corny doing them, so I don't want to be corny, but this actually comes nice and contained all in one unit here. I can already tell you there's something about this particular filter that I like, and I like a lot. Don't know if it's going to make it better than the others, but I definitely like the motor that goes down into the water. I've used Whisper filters before from Tetra. I don't know that I've used this type, so it must have been older designs that I used in the past. So that's actually quite refreshing to see that. What do you get in the box? You get everything you need to set it up, including this thing. Alright, so here we are with the Whisper from Tetra. Now I'm holding it in my hands, which is a little different than what I've done in the past videos, but that's because Lisa made me put the table back in the kitchen, so I wasn't able to use that anymore. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up on another tank. I'll have a bunch of B-roll footage of that I'll show you over top of what I'm doing here. But just like any of the other hang on the back filters, this is a super easy filter to install. All of them are. And to be honest, doing an install of a hang on the back filter on video is kind of a waste of everybody's time because you literally take it out of the box, you set it on the tank, you plug it in, and there you go. So there's not really a whole lot to show there anyways. None of these are complicated to install. They're all very easy and they all install the exact same way. So this filter in particular, I don't know. The more I'm using this filter, I'm kind of liking it more. I have had this running on a tank, took it off, let it dry out for 3 weeks, and now here I am talking about it again. But I actually like this filter. It surprises me because when I took it out of the box, I was like, well, that's pretty ugly. But it's not. When you really look at it, it's not. It's not that unsightly of a filter. It looks actually kind of nice. I actually thought that I might have received a defective unit when I took this out of the box, and I'm going to show you up close here. It's because this motor is kind of loose. This is a filter that has the motor inside the water, like we've talked about on others, and it's loose. And I thought, uh-oh, you know, this one's broken. Maybe I broke it. I don't know. But the more I look at it, I think it's actually supposed to be that way because it's mounted on like little rubber gaskets that keep it from vibrating. And I like that. It's actually a plus. That's something that this has that the others don't, where it's kind of, it's not dangling loose. It's not like it's scary, like it's going to fall off, but it's a little bit loose. And I think that it's because it has that separation from the actual filter box itself. And the in-between has little rubber gaskets, and that's to hold down on vibration. I like that. Nobody has told me that. I didn't read that in the instructions. I'm just using the old brain here and figuring that out. It's kind of common sense that that's why they do that, and I like that. It's nice. Now, if you're confused about what I'm talking about, maybe this is the first review you've watched on a hang-on back filter. You haven't watched my others. If you haven't, shame on you. But you have two different types of motors in these hang-on-the-back filters. One would be where the motor is in the front. It's actually in the aquarium, and it's sending water up into the filter box where it's then processed through the media and then pours back out. The other way of these filters doing it would be to actually put the motor in the filter box itself. And so it's pulling water from the tank into it. And I personally prefer this way of doing it. I like when the motor is inside the aquarium. Having that motor in the water, motor pump, whatever you want to call it, to me, it makes it quieter, it makes it smoother, and you're less likely to have issues. Issue being something like a power outage. If you're at work and you have a power outage and your filter drains out, then when the power comes back on, if your motor's mounted in the back here and it has to pull water from the tank, sometimes it doesn't do it. And sometimes you get home and your filter's going and it's been running dry all day long because it's just not strong enough to pull that water up into it. If this is in the tank, in the water, it's instantly going to refill this tank and get it going again if you do have that power outage that you don't even know about. So I like that. Not only is it quieter and, in my opinion, more efficient, it's also nice if you have those emergency situations during the day when you're not at home to even know that it's happened. So the motor being mounted in the water and having that little bit of play in it to keep down on vibration, big plus on this filter. I like that a lot. Now, the way this filter works, I'm going to show you this here, but I'm also going to do some B-roll on it. Come on, girl. The pump sends the water out this hole right here into this hose, which basically sends the water all the way down to the bottom of that box there. You do have on here a little dial. Let me see if I can, I don't know where to put this down. It's not a dial, it's more like a little lever, a little switch that acts as flow control. You can lower or increase the amount of flow through the filter. Now, I'm a firm believer in you should always have it wide open unless you have a situation where you need to decrease the flow with a fish like a beta, or maybe you're breeding, maybe you have fry in the tank or something like that, and you want to lower that flow down to not run the risk of sucking your fry up into there, or in the case of a beta, just pushing the beta around all over the place and stressing them out. So there are situations where you need a slower flow on these filters. I don't think there's any that I've reviewed so far that don't have flow control, except for maybe the Penguin. And I told you that that was one of my absolute favorites. Anyway, no flow control on that one, at least not that I remember, but I'm getting old and I have a hard time remembering things. But this one, I mean, it's there and it controls the flow of the water. It's fine. It works. I'm not sure it's the most attractive way of doing it, but it's there. It works. It's all good. Now, once the box fills up with water, you've got basically, you've got your filter cartridge in there, and then you've also got this thing here, which a few of the last filters that we've reviewed have had these kind of things. It's just like a cage, like a grid that is going to be used for the growth of beneficial bacteria. I like it. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not like it's something that you can even see once it's in the tank. So it's a nice little thing for adding stuff like that. And I suppose, I don't know, I suppose you could add some kind of media in between that and the filter box. I don't think that that's what it's there for though, but maybe it is, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. But the filter cartridges themselves, I got to be honest with you when it comes to these, They are my least favorite of the disposable cartridges. And I don't know why this thing doesn't want to cooperate with me while I'm here. Okay. It's my least favorite because it just seems kind of derpy. You know what I mean? It's just a bag with carbon in it. I don't think that this cartridge is any less efficient than any of the others that are similar to this. I think it works fine. The problem that I have with it is the way it goes in here. It's just not very satisfying. It's not very pleasing the way it goes in there. Usually these cartridges will slide into place and they'll fit in nicely and they'll seat in there nicely, where this one is just kind of, it's just kind of in there. There's little slots where it's supposed to go, but because it's just like a loose bag, it doesn't really fit in there all that nicely. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weird guy, but to me, it's a negative in my opinion. But would it cause me to say, well, this is trash, I'm never going to use it? No, it's a nitpicky thing, but I guess it had to be mentioned. Another thing that I like about this filter that I feel like needs to be mentioned is the lid of this filter actually does kind of snap into place. It's kind of a satisfying thing when you put it on there. It snaps in there. Now, it's not going to hold it. It's not like whoever puts their filters upside down. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but it's not like the kind of thing that's going to hold it on if the cat comes by and really wants to get in there, but it's nice. I mean, it snaps into place. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Something to mention for sure. Overall, I think this is a pretty good filter. I mean, it's inexpensive. It works well, has that internal pump, which I definitely like. Flow control, positive. Snap-on filter or lid, positive. Lots of positives here. Nice round intake that you can easily add you know what I'm saying? The sponges. And then it also does extend out here for deeper tanks, or goes back in for the smaller tanks. So I like that too. Overall, it's a good filter. Is it going to make my top of the list? No, it's not. But I like it. I like everything about it except for the cartridges. I don't know. The cartridges just seem weird to me. But you know what? That's a pretty big area. You could take this out. You could fit all kinds of stuff in there. For all those people that get all caught up in DIY stuff, there's a lot that you could do in here. So I kind of like that. That is a plus. It's a big opening that you could fit all kinds of stuff in there. So yeah, I mean, it's a good filter. It's fine. Would it be my first choice? No. Would it be my last? I don't think so. Because this one has some things on it that I don't even know what I'm trying to say. There are things about this one that I like more than a couple of the others. So it wouldn't be the last one on my list, wouldn't be the top, it'd be somewhere around the middle. There's a couple of ones that are better, there's a couple that are worse. So yeah, it's fine. It's not gonna win any contests, but it's fine, it's good. I like it, it's fine. I don't know, the last couple that I've done have just been fine, and that's the way I've been describing them. But anyway, if you are interested in this filter, I am going to be giving this filter away when this whole project is said and done, where I've done all of these filters. I'm going to be giving these away. So if you are interested in this filter right here, not one just like it, but this actual filter that's been running in my tanks, put a comment down below, any comment that you want. Make sure you are a subscriber to this channel. And if you're the lucky winner, I'll send this to you as long as you live in the United States, as long as you are a subscriber, and as long as you comment down below. So there you go. I don't want to be saying the same things over and over and over and over again. I like the filter. It's fine. If you're going to get it as part of a kit, like you've bought one of those starter kits or something like that, and it comes with it, you're getting a good filter. There you go. I don't want to just keep repeating myself over and over and over again. Next week is going to be a big one. This is one that a lot of people have been waiting for. In fact, there's been people that have been commenting since the beginning of this series that this one is going to be the winner. Next week, we're going to talk about the AquaClear from Fluval. The one I'm doing here is the AquaClear 30. I believe it's AC30 would be the, that's twice that I've gotten notifications while recording this video. Anyway, I think it's AC30, but I don't know. The AquaClear 30, if you're interested in hearing about this filter, make sure you are a subscriber. Make sure you have notifications turned on so that when I put the video out on that one next week, you'll get a notification for it. You'll be able to see it and hear everything that I think about that filter, and maybe you'll get a chance to win one. You never know. Same as this one, you'll put a comment on that video and you'll be a subscriber that lives in the United States, and there you go, that one's yours. So you don't want to miss that, or that one might be yours. My head's blowing up here. I'm just going to go ahead and stop now because I'm rambling at this point. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're able to get something out of these. I'm just giving you my off the top of my head opinions about these filters, and I hope you get something out of that. If you're interested in purchasing these filters, the entire list is down in the description along with links. Those are affiliate links, so we're going to make a couple cents off of it. You know, some people don't like that, but whatever, it's up to you. If you want to click on those, it gives you an easy way to go and order those just right off of Amazon. So anyway, thank you again. I've got to stop now. I will see you next time when we're talking about this one. It should be fun.